Who is a star seed?
Thank you so much. When we say someone is a star seed, it simply means that there are higher entities who are already evolved beings in our previous timelines that is lost in time zones. Such higher beings are being conceived and naturally born by women, as it has been a natural law, to come and save humanity, specifically a particular people or group of people within a certain continent in times of crisis, so that they are freed from external control. Star seeds have the interest of the people at heart. Before they are being born, they are taught whatever mission they have to carry here, so that at the right time and at the right place, they come to the forefront to awaken the people, irrespective of the warnings or the dangers that comes from the external controllers. The person acts as a pillar or a resource of hope and inspiration to the people, open the eyes of the people and try his or her possible best to bring about a huge revolution in an attempt to bring peace and harmony for his people.
So they are special beings, or is it their decision to come at a certain time, or it is the doing of the cosmic that this person must arrive this time to save certain people?
There are many entities on the spiritual plane.
Okay.
Each of these beings possesses their own inherent ability. That is what they are capable of. So when they look at Nyansa, or they look at Paakwesi, or they look at Nanayao, and see that whatever happening or transpiring on the material plane is in line or aligns with your capability, you are the one who is being chosen. You have been educated for some time to come here and do as you have been told to do. So it is not your own intention or your own decision or conscious decision that you will willingly come here to be born to face all those or solve the problems at hand. But then you are being called and sent here to serve as a key to unlocking all those solutions to the existing problems that people are facing.
Wow.
So that is how it works.
It's based on your capabilities.
Based on your capability.
Your experience in your past existence is the reason why you know that you can really best fit this space.
Thank you. Whatever you are doing here, whatever you are learning, it becomes part of you. It is being stored within your etheric body or the vital body, what is popularly known as the chi body or the subconscious mind or the subconscious body. When someone dies, all those things you came and learned are stored within the etheric body. When you are reborn in your next incarnation, all those abilities are there. It doesn't happen by chance, but by reason or by purpose. You don't understand the mere reason why you have a strong interest in a particular field. You love spirituality. Someone loves to pub. Someone loves to fight. Someone loves to run or play football, athletics. You show interest because it was what you had interest in your past incarnation. You participated in them and they were programmed in your subconscious body. In your next incarnation, all these things are being stored in you, and naturally, you vomit them in connection to such situation you have come to meet. When you see someone playing football, you love it. It is inside you, and you are able to do it exceptionally. If people are having some limitations within that particular field, you come with a new style, a new key to unlocking that problem. It means that you are a star seed to come with a certain special potential that is way above people, to come and exhibit some strong qualities, rare in the system, people will look at you as a trailblazer and follow your steps. So that is how it happens.
Wow. Wow. So tell me, with dating and timing, how would they concise to match up the timing of a particular problem that the world is facing that needs somebody to come and deal with?
Okay, thank you so much. We discussed something last year about the shift that we go through in time that has to do with the superpowers each continent possesses. Superpowers doesn't stay on one continent forever.
Okay.
But it moves from one particular continent to the next. As far back as 3000 BC, world power was in the hands of Egyptians. It came into the hands of the Greeks. Up to this time, it is in the hands of America or the United States of America. If someone or a particular continent possesses world power, what it means is that you have total control and manipulation over all the countries who doesn't have equal power as you. Your language, your food, your dress, your knowledge systems, etc. You impose them on the rest of those countries that are less powerful than you are. When this happens, you may have to do this and improve upon the interest of the people at an all-time high with regards to all those things you have imposed on them, so that you command their day-to-day activities, what they must know, what they must speak, what they must eat, what they must put on, and even their perceptual features. It is in the hands of the country that possesses the superpowers to ensure that all these things work. When it gets to a particular time, it means that the superpowers has come to its brim. Therefore, the shift is at hand for it to move from that place to another place or another continent. But the existing continent possessing that superpower will not just let it go, or in the name of it's a prophecy that it must move from here to this or that continent, or continent A, continent B. So we are going to just let it go.
They will defend it.
They will defend it. It must come through war.
Protect it.
Secure it to the highest degree. The country that is about to take that superpowers, or the shift that is going to take place to that A or B continent, will not have it freely. But a star seed must be born. A savior, a redeemer must come to bring about this particular redemption. The language, the dress, the food, the perception, knowledge systems, and even wisdom, all these things are going to be neutral. They are going to set them aside and bring up or bring about their own way of thinking, their culture, their language, whatever thing. Then they impose it upon the rest of the world as well. Whatever thing that continent says, the rest of the world obeys. So this star seed must come to be a conduit or the intermediary between the superpowers and the country he or she has come to represent, to act as a gateway, a key to bring about peace, prosperity, and restoration of culture and knowledge.
Wow. So let me ask. Let's pick it. Is it a special way to give birth to a star seed as a person? Can anybody sit down and plan the timing and the date you want to give birth so that you give birth to a star seed? Does it come with date and timing? Because he's born on that day, you have that possess that particular line of qualities?
Yeah, it's there. It's there. That brings us face to face with astrology.
Let's talk. Welcome home.
Jansa.
Welcome home.
You see, star seeds are born. And those secret societies who advanced in the knowledge of astrology and have practiced it 50,000 years know exactly the language of the heavens, the exact moment a star seed is about to be born. Remember, each country that possesses superpowers knows that from here, it will go to this continent A or continent B. Therefore, they are waiting for the exact time that key or the doorway or the person who comes or who becomes the redeemer to be born. Sometimes you want to attack the person right from childhood. The heavens show, example, we have what is known as the royal arc of the heavens in the Freemasons. When we say the royal arc of the heavens, it is when Libra, constellation Libra, represented by scales, rises on the ascendant. In every month, there is a time this particular celestial configuration happens, so that Libra rises from the east. But especially if the sun is in constellation Cancer or Leo. If the sun is in constellation Cancer, at 12 midday, Cancer will be crossing the meridian and Libra will be rising. That doesn't mean that all those people who are being born under this specific celestial configuration, that is Libra rising and Cancer crossing the meridian, means that the person is a star seed.
Okay.
The planetary arrangement or the planets that are positioned in these various signs of the zodiac shows that this person or that person is a star seed. For me, I have my Capricorn rising, but I will not declare to you that I am a star seed. We are all trying our best.
Okay, so let me know. So the countries that are having the superpower can identify that this particular star is dropping this time
Oh,
at
yes.
this place.
Oh, yes.
And because of that person, that's why they can trace and even eliminate the person.
Exactly. That is why in the Bible they told you that the 3 wise men were able to follow the star of Jesus. That star was actually planet Jupiter. Jupiter crossing the meridian. You see, Jupiter crossing the meridian, or the Jupiter in the midheaven, or the zenith, or the MC, means that a powerful being or a soul is about to be born. We are not considering Jupiter's aspect with any other planet or any lunar phase, but directly, I'm talking about Jupiter's placement in the midheaven or the 10th house of the zodiac.
Wow.
Ibrahim Traoré, for instance, his time of birth is unknown to a lot of people. Therefore, only his date of birth. And one of the rules of astrology is that if someone's time of birth is unknown, the person's star sign or the sun sign is placed on the ascendant. Ibrahim Traoré was born on the 14th of March 1988, meaning he is an Aquarian by Vedic or sidereal astrology. But by tropical astrology, they will say that he is a Piscean. But I will use Vedic astrology to explain clearly what I'm about to talk about.
What's the difference between the Vedic astrology and the other one you mentioned?
Vedic astrology is the most ancient, practiced by the ancient Babylonians.
Oh, okay.
Egyptians practiced it. Indians practice it. China.
So the old system of astrology that was used to determine the
Astrology
happenings in the world.
Yes.
Okay.
But the Western astrology, what everyone is talking about recently, was brought about by Hipparchus and Claudius Ptolemy.
In our next interview, we'll pick the two so that people will know the ancient way of handling astrology. And
so
currently.
Vedic astrology simply means that the position of the sun against the background stars. You see the sun with certain zodiac or constellations behind them. The movement of the sun from one constellation or zodiac sign to another. And tropical or the Western astrology deals with the movement of the earth, considering the seasons, irrespective of the background stars that move behind the sun.
Wow.
You see, but the Vedic astrology is the most accurate. So when you check this, you will see that Ibrahim Traoré, born on the 14th of March, 1988, was born on the 27th degree of constellation Aquarius.
Okay.
That is the sign of the celestial picture. With this, it means that this man has come here for a purpose. Therefore, we will place Aquarius on the ascendant. Aquarius itself in the tarot cards, the most occultic or the esoteric part of astrology is the tarot cards. Therefore, Aquarius is represented by the star card. in the major arcana cards of the tarot cards. When you see this card, you will see a woman, a naked woman, who has one of her leg in a pond, and her knee is on the land. She has two pitchers in her hand, out of which water flows. One is being poured from that pitch to the water, and the other one is being poured on the land. The one being poured on the land are divided into 5 parts or 5 sections. You will see 8 stars, 7 white stars, but 1 big yellow star upon her head. You will see a tree without leaves, but a bird stands on this tree. Now, what does this mean? This card simply means that hope and spiritual guidance. And it says that the universe reminds me that I can have hope and faith in my dreams. It means that this particular man has been brought here to bring hope to his people. That which has become so cumbersome on their heads, he is here to remove that cumbersome or burden from their heads and give them hope and guidance.
So let me ask them, do you feel that energy? Do you feel what is happening in Burkina Faso? Do they feel that freedom, that kind of hope to the people of Burkina Faso? I don't know the Burkina base. Do you feel it as an African? If you're not even from Burkina Faso, as an African, no matter either Anglophone or Francophone, do you feel the relief, wherever if you're in the diaspora, do you feel the relief that the hope that Traoré is bringing to the people of Africa? That's what we are talking about. Is it because of the star seed? Dr. Paakwesi is explaining. Let's continue.
Star seeds encounter powerful challenges from their opposers. The fact that somebody is born in Africa doesn't mean that the person is an African. Africa must be born in you, not you being born in Africa. There are some people who are Africans by color, by language, but their minds or their emotions are characterized with Western ideologies and Western beliefs to assist them subjugate the people of Africa and always make us slaves to obey the rules and regulations and the command of the superiority of the white race. But Ibrahim Traoré is encountering all such challenges. If anybody, as a star seed, be you a musician, a politician, an esoterist, or an occultist, or a mystic, you have to encounter these, especially those from the political arena or those people who are inwardly dark entities, but who have bodies of Africans, to run counter to whatever thing you are bringing here as an eye-opener to those who are ignorant and asleep in this continent, to prevent them from also responding to the inspiration from the so-called starseed who must have seen all those hurdles we have been going through to bring about peace and harmony on the continent.
Wow.
Yes. So the man is encountering a lot of challenges over there. But he has got some people on his back, not his back. Most Africans, especially people from the diaspora, that is different African countries, are in full support of what he's doing. The day they went on the march, 25th, you saw a lot of people who were rallying behind Ibrahim Traoré, that the revolution or the revolutionary step that he's taking as a visionary or a visionary leader, generational thinker, they support him. They are so much tired of the influences of the external control. Not all of us who didn't go to the field to march are not in support of the agenda that he has brought to the table. We all support, just that we didn't show up. But inwardly and mentally, we are doing our possible best, things in our own little way, to also serve as pillars or resources to project this eye-opening situation for all and sundry to follow.
Wow. So looking at him as a person, I want us to dive deeper into him as a person. You've mentioned per his date of birth, A, B, C, D is a thing. Tell us about him in terms of the future ahead of him. How safe is he? Can he finish his journey? Because knowing somebody's date of birth, you can actually go in deep into the person.
Yes, I made mention of his year of birth as someone who was born on the 14th of March, 1988.
So I am looking at Ibrahim Traoré, looking at date of birth. What is he coming to do for the people of Burkina Faso and Africa? Can he stand the test of time? Can he accomplish his mission? Go into the constellations and tell us.
Yes, of course. He can do so, but it wouldn't be that easy. Before that, before every change comes, or what the ancients said, as in the natural law, every peace has war preceding. War precedes peace. And it is exactly what is going to happen or occur, not only in Burkina Faso, but in the whole of Africa and beyond the borders of Africa. Ibrahim Traoré, he being born on the 14th of March, 1988, has his sun, 27 degrees in Aquarius, per Vedic or sidereal astrology. His year of birth is ruled by the planet Saturn. Saturn has the number 8. When we calculate 1988, it will give you 26 because 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 9 again is 19. Plus 8, it will give you 18, right? Plus 8, it will give you 26.
26.
This particular number 8 is the number of waywardness, number of change.
26.
Yes.
Okay.
Or number 8, after we have made it a single
the 26
number.
is 2
and
plus
6.
6.
So don't worry, I'll come there.
8.
8, yes.
Okay, explain.
The number I'll finish with the single number before I come to the
Push
compound
it.
number. The number 8 simply means change, revolution, waywardness. It means humiliation. It means eccentricity. When we use the word eccentricity here, it means that someone who does not follow the
old pattern,
made rules and regulations over there, but comes with something different as a result of seeing errors or perceiving errors in the existing laws. That serves as a strong sense of limitation or restriction to the people. So this visionary or a generational thinker, the said one we are talking about as a star seed, will observe what is happening to the people and logically compare the existing laws and how it serves the people. If it goes wrong, it means that he has to go wayward too, by bringing about a revolution and bringing a change. With this, he will be able to fight till the end. But it's not easy.
That's what.
People who are born under the number 8 are very deep and intense by nature. In the beginning of their lives, they face tough hardship. This makes them feel lonely at heart. They are able to work their way through frustration, humiliation, those who need connection, who need love, who need understanding, but that which they find it very difficult or elusive to get. When they grow up, all those things they pass through, they attribute, or let me use this word, connect it to the existing laws that punishes them and the entire population. Therefore, he must bring change. And with the change, he must fight. Even those people around him hardly understands his ideologies, his political ideologies, not all of them. If not, the French or France wouldn't have the opportunity to bribe his own personal bodyguard to ward him off from the face of the planet. For this reason, he too is a star seed and has certain supernatural powers behind all his activities or endeavors. You are not easily going to catch him. And on the physical side of life, he has made all provisions like cameras, tight security is at hand, and they are available. So you wouldn't have this leeway or the free will to just catch him like that. So on the spiritual side, he's secured. And on the physical side, he's secured as well. He'll be able to fight till the end. But he may have to pass through tough opposition, war, injuries, stuff. He will not be able to redeem the whole of Africa because not all African countries are
Who
prepared.
accept it.
We have been lying to our own selves, especially those British colonies like Ghana and the rest.
The Anglophone countries.
Anglophone countries. Many of those leaders or these leaders are corrupt. They have benefited immensely from their colonial masters. They have seen their people suffer and do know what they have to do to liberate them from all these sufferings. But owing to the proceeds or the profit that they get at the end of the day, they overlook at these sufferings of the people and go ahead with the decisions of their colonial masters to amass wealth for themselves and their families, not considering our pain. So most of them are very wicked. And they wouldn't buy the idea that Ibrahim Traoré has been on the surface to lead his people and to manipulate positively the whole of the African leaders to also rally behind him in overthrowing totally foreign control. Foreign policies has indeed diminished our superiority and our value, our esteem, of course. Since the time of Lord Macaulay, when they sent letter to the British Parliament to make sure that all African culture, all African language, and in fact, our value are being robbed from us. They have had what they want, but it's okay. It's high time that we, Africans, to rise up. And Ibrahim Traoré has taken this mantle to ensure that it comes to pass. This is what he's doing, and this is what he will complete. He will not end on the way, but he's going to complete his task.
Wow. So looking at his date of birth, 26, is it 2 standing on its own? Is it 6 standing on its own? Is it bringing them together that says it?
Yes.
Is it the day of birth that says it? Is it the year of birth is it the month of birth that really speaks to this?
They communicate. They interdepend on one another. So the year works, the month works, and the day works. But I explain the year first by reducing the total number 26 to number 8. You mentioned 2 and 6. Yes, both has influence. Number 26 has its own meaning. Number 26 means that with the year, I'll come to the month and the day. Number 26 means disaster by association with others, according to the Cairo Book of Numbers, which was written by the Babylonians and was revealed to him by those ancient Brahmins in the mountains. It means that disaster by association with others, groups, unions. It says that it brings about ruin, bad advice, and the likelihood of one to fall due to bad associations with such people. It has in them pretenses, those around them, all those people who promise, all those people who come to move or live with such person, misunderstand his ideas, his perceptions, his beliefs, his theories, and they are on the opposite line to also see to it that they are never converted into reality. Number 26 is the number of someone who feels lonely at heart due to he or she being misunderstood by those around him. And the enemies are quite wicked. The enemies are never tired. They fight to the end. Number 26 has the biggest heart. And they have this high superiority in spirit to withstand all those difficulties of their lives in general and their career. And their names lived after them. They have this kind of special love they have for people. But due to the waywardness, not following the accepted rules and regulations over there and trying to go a different way through which people are going to be manipulated, for him to serve as an eye-opener and bring about liberation. That is the scenario or the case study which I'm talking about, to being what people misunderstand, for him to become so lonely at heart. They'll move with people, but they may have to change people again and again and again and again, all in groups. But his motives are being misunderstood. They know that it is the truth, but they don't understand that person. Now the month.
The month.
February.
February. Is it February or March?
March is number 3. When you see number 3 means that unity in the tarot cards or the minor arcana suit, 4 suit. The number 3 represents power, authority, control. It represents extremity, someone who does things to the extreme. But when you see the tarot cards, this card represents the hanged man. As number 1 and 2 put together will bring you 3 or give you 3. The hanged man, a man who has been hanged upside down. It means that suffering and anxiety of mind, that this person is likely to suffer the plans and the intrigues of others. It represents conspiracy, stratagems, ploys, ambushes that are made behind a person's back. So with these 3, combining with the number 8, you see that explaining the number 8 or the number 26 to be danger by association with others, unions, ruin by bad advice. It explains it all because it says that someone who is likely to be conspired against. So it's no surprise that his personal bodyguard, most trusted friend, was being manipulated so easily by France to get him killed. So the number 3 represents conspiracy, ambushes, ploys, stratagems, intrigues of the person who serves as a sacrifice. On the outside, he is brave. As a leader, he cannot exhibit or express that fear. Otherwise, he being an inspiration will become an object of fear at the same time, because you who leads, why must you express or exhibit fear? Your people will equally become fearful to the situation at hand. But inwardly and secretly, he contemplates and suffers from great anxiety. Anxiety of the mind. He doesn't sleep well, but on the outside, he does everything well. Number 8 is so, has the same characteristics. The person will be doing everything possible as if he's all right, very active and energetic and outside, but deep down the heart, they have unfulfilled desires. If the number 8 doesn't have money, that day they dress, they will act as if everything is all right, but they cry in secret. So the number 8 communicating with the number 3. You see how it goes. Then 14. 14 is number 5. And it says that someone whose plans doesn't come to pass because of the stubbornness and the stupidity of others, he must learn to carry out his own ideas. Otherwise, with a bold rush, he will be in the hands of people. Through them, their stupidity and their stubbornness, their foolhardiness will make him end up where he never expected of being. That is what the number 14 means. So the number 5 is also the number of change. He will suffer a lot of anxiety, as I've made mention of right now. In secret, He has to suffer all these things. But he will go to the extreme of making all these things possible. His people rally behind him. The support that he's receiving from Russia, it will help him. But not all his people will survive. A lot of people are going to be wiped off from the face of this continent. Not all those who live to rally behind him will live to see the end. Only the few who will remain to start the new Jerusalem, the new kingdom that is at hand.
Is it going to be a battle, a war?
Yes, a battle, a war. In fact, the third world that we will talk about in our next meeting.
Wow. So let me see, how can he survive? Is there any possible advice you can give as far as the understanding of the stars and the constellations and the cosmic is concerned that can aid him journey right?
Yes, he needs weapons, a lot of weapons on the physical side to protect himself. You see, technology says it all. That is, technology says it all on the physical side. Without enough technology, you are sure to see that you lose. We playing the role of the underdog. A competition, people think we are unlikely to win. We will win because if we get enough technology, making a lot of guns and rocket stuff, we will be able to lead them and win them. But on the spiritual side, he needs juju. And I'm
Is it
sure that
juju or
juju,
you need
juju,
only juju?
ajawaju. He needs to cook himself. I know that he's cooked.
So Bino,
Jawaju, he's cooked.
you know Bino,
Cook yourself or boil yourself.
boil yourself, Bino.
But there's no bullet or no sharp object will be able to penetrate into his body. Likewise, his people. All these things we had them before the white race came and scrambled Africa.
Wow.
So with these provisions, he's sure to lead. Do you know why right now America and Europe are threatening Russia? They are doing this to just distract him from giving the full protection to Africa. It's the only way they will capitalize on the situation and pounce on us. Whilst they fight Russia at the same time, they fight Africa. They think that if they should fight Africa directly, China, Russia, and Korea will be able to stand behind us fully. But if they are able to take the fight to them straightforward, part of their security will focus on Africa as a way to eliminate us and take total control over our resources and use them to make whatever they want to remain in power forever.
Wow.
But that is not going to happen.
Wow.
Insofar as the eclipse took place last year, that is on the 8th of April.
I remember.
Yeah.
That was that crossed America and some part of
Thank you, that's America.
remember.
And I told you that they are going to lose world power.
Yeah.
And power is going to be in the hands of China. China is going to rule for 500 years before world power, also power will come to finally Africa. And it will go nowhere again.
So you will not enjoy that, Sam?
No, even the children who are going to be born next 30 years are not going to live to see the end. But we will reincarnate at that particular time to enjoy all those perspirations we've had concerning this situation.
Thank you very much. I don't know what we tell the other countries in Africa. What can we do to support Traoré?
We need weapons. The truth of the matter is that we need weapons. We need guns. We don't need just demonstrations or whatever. Yeah.
You don't need vim.
We need rockets. We need guns. And cook ourselves very well.
No, don't dear draw.
I'm telling you, because
Chop
what is
medicine.
coming is not coming.
And you know chop medicine. Chop medicine. Black power. Chop medicine.
It's not only a confrontation upon Sahel. That is Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, Namibia, and the rest of the countries who are joining hands. But it includes the African countries. Right now, our president has seized Americans and any other foreign country benefiting from our gold. Do you think that even if we don't directly rally behind Ibrahim Traoré, only this action shows that we are all rallying against him. Therefore, if they are attacking, we also have our fair share, the lion's share.
They will throw it into the northern part.
That's right.
As they acquire a mistake.
Mistake better, huh?
It landed in your land small bit.
So it is high time we all come on board to bring together the resources that we have, that is war resources, martial resources, and make sure that we will fight till the end. It's high time we protect our families, our children, because a lot of blood is going to flow. If you think that you care less of what is going on, you care, by all means. This is inexorable. This is not preventable.
Doctor, how soon?
In no time.
How soon?
In no time.
A year's time, 10 years' time, 20 years' time.
It's very far. In no time. I'm not in the position to tell you what is
50 years time. I want to check if I will still be alive or I'm gone long.
We are all here. We all experience it with our
see.
naked eyes. Yes. Shortly, we are going to experience all this. My dear, we need guns. We need guns. We need rockets. That is why the giant of Africa, the god of Africa, Kantanka, publicly told our military and our former president that we need all these things as he makes them. The armored cars, the rockets, because he knows what is ahead of us. How can a mere pastor, that is how I will say it, didn't make Bibles or some scriptures for his people to follow, but goes to this extent of making ammunitions? It means that something is ahead of us. And he says, and I quote, say, "Ye to me, I'm not too bad, then Christia to be a manu. Mushadema Moya Soria, Bohan say, Timayao." The name of Jesus will not make such programmed rocket return to its place of origin or abode to bombard the place or blast or detonate the place. It's coming straight forward to your place. This has nothing to do with prayers. It has to do with technology, weapons that we need to embark on this frightful journey. Amen.
Thank you so much. How can I get in touch with you if I want you to go deep into my life, my date of birth and stuff like that? How do I get in touch with you?
Okay.
African philosopher.
There are only 3 ways. Follow me directly on Nyankunton Fie TV, YouTube, Nyankunton Fie TV, Facebook, Dr.Paakwesi TV, YouTube is there. Follow me on Blazing TV every Mondays and Tuesdays, 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. We bring you information and education on our personal life and all these things that we are talking about here. Also, this is my contact.
Perfect.
0548 232133. 0548 232133. And in fact, 0246 238414. 0246 238414. And in fact, follow me on Nyansa TV.
What I say? Dr. Paakwesi, just a Nyankunton Fie TV. Me a white man, how can I mention Nyankunton? Is it Nyankon what?
Nyankunton.
Nyankunton.
Dr. Paakwesi TV.
Oh, okay, Dr. Paakwesi TV.
Yeah.
Okay, that one is fine.
DrPaakwesi TV.
Dr. Paakwesi TV. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the knowledge share. Charlie, Dr. Paakwesi has been so straight to the point. Learn about astrology, learn about what happens in the cosmic. Everything that is happening has timing. The signs are there, but your knowledge, you lack the knowledge to be able to see the timings of Africa. Are you ready to fight together? Get ready. Get yourself prepared. When they shoot you, boom, they are coming. Boom, they are coming. What did I say? It's called Magi spirit. Get the power.
Vanessa, do you know what?
Talk to me.
If you have God, even when they shoot you, it will not penetrate.
You mentioned
the people
God.
Are prepared. They are very much prepared, both on the physical and the spiritual side. Our people had juju during the Santua war, but most of them too were killed, and they were taken into captivity. With what is about to happen, even if you cook yourself, then you must cook yourself at the rightful way. For me, I have cooked myself with the living God I have already. I have testimonies of people who had him behind their back and they were being shot, but the bullet didn't penetrate. right in front of them. They saw all those things, even failing to penetrate their magnetic field.
Hmm.
And I think that if you have this pure perception and pure emotional mark concentrated full upon him, I know that nothing will happen to you. Although only the few will be left on the planet to begin the age of Aquarius, to lay the foundations for the future generations to come and enjoy and continue till we reincarnate. If we are able to prepare ourselves so well and become proactive as to what is happening, we will be able to make headway. Amen.